Real Club Celta de Vigo, or simply Celta Vigo, is a Spanish professional football club based in Vigo, Galicia, currently playing in the Primera División. It was founded on August 23, 1923 following the merger of Real Vigo Sporting and Real Fortuna Football Club. Nicknamed Os Celestes, they play in sky blue shirts and white shorts. The club's home stadium is Balaídos, which seats 31,800 spectators. Celta Vigo have played many seasons in La Liga, but have never won a league title or the Copa del Rey. One of their best seasons was 1970-71, when they finished unbeaten at home and were known as the Giant Killers. Celta came sixth that season and qualified for the UEFA Cup for the first time. More recently, the club finished in their best-ever position of fourth in 2002-03, qualifying for the 2003-04 UEFA Champions League, where they were eliminated by Arsenal. History, Foundation. RC Celta de Vigo was formed as a result of the ambition of Vigo's teams to achieve more at national level, where the Basque sides had been their bate noire in the Spanish Championship. The idea was to merge both teams to create a more powerful team at national level. The standard-bearer of this movement was Manuel de Castro Handicap, a sports writer for the Faro de Vigo who, from 1915, started to write in his articles about the need for a unitarian movement. The slogan of his movement was Todo por y para Vigo, which eventually found support among the managers of Real Vigo Sporting and Real Club Fortuna de Vigo. It was backed unanimously when de Castro himself presented the motion at the Assembly of the Royal Spanish Football Federation in Madrid, on June 22, 1923. On July 12, 1923, at the AGMs of Vigo and Fortuna held at the Odeon Theatre and in the Hotel Modena, respectively, the merger was approved. Thus the Team of Galicia was born, as it was dubbed. In the last AGM of Fortuna and Vigo to approve the formation of a new club held on August 10, 1923, the members decided upon the team's name. Various names were suggested: Real Unión de Vigo, Club Galicia, Real ætla, Briogoen, Real Club Olímpico. The last name was popular but they eventually decided on Real Club Celta, an ethnic race linked to Galicia. The first president of Celta was Manuel Baracena de Andra copyright S, the Count of Torcetira. At this AGM, the squad was also decided, which numbered 64 players in total, that included some notable players from both Fortuna and Vigo, goalkeepers Isidro, Lilo and Robido, defenders, Otero, Pazraen, Juanito Clement, Daniel Y. Cortu, midfielders, Jacobo Torres, Balbino, Carrolt, Hermida, Pombo, Cruces, Car-Cubed Doba, Marzimo y Bienvenido, forwards, Rigosa, Chiaroni, Posada, Polo, Carri, Gerardito, Rama Cubden Gonzalez, Caride, Pinilla, Salvador, Chicha, Miguelito y Castle, Park. Manager, Francis Cuggy. Celta, the late 1990s saw the best results in Celta's history, in which they managed to consolidate themselves as a top-six league side, culminating in 2001-02, when they did not fall below sixth the whole season. They were dubbed Celta by the Spanish press. In February 2001 the IFFHS declared Celta the best team of the world during that period, as a consequence of the fantastic results. The most important players during that period were Alexander Mostovoy, Valery Karpin and Jaime Vivo. The squad counted also with other international players such as the goalkeeper Pablo Cavallero, the midfielders Claude Marca copyright and Mazinu, the winger Gustavo La Cubed Pez or the strikers Quatana, Luboslav Penov and Benny McCarthy, among others. Decline. Celta had a dramatic reversal of fortune in 2003-04. In the previous season, they finished fourth in the league, putting them in the third qualifying round of the Champions League. Celta entered the group phase after eliminating Slavia Praha, and eventually reached the last 16 before being knocked out by Arsenal. However, their domestic form was disastrous, and they finished second to the last in La Liga, so they were relegated to the second level. Although their squad was heavily dismantled, they earned a return to the top flight at the first attempt, after finishing second in 2004 Euro 2005 Segunda. In the 2005 Euro 06 season, they finished sixth, earning a return once more to the UEFA Cup. They made it to the last 16 in that competition as well, before losing to Werder Bremen. In the 2006 Euro 07 season, Celta finished in 18th position and were relegated to the Segunda División. At the end of June 2007, Celta avoided going into administration. However, if an agreement was not put in place between the club and its creditors within 3 months, then courts would declare the liquidation of the club's assets. Due to the huge debt, the club was forced to sell many players and make tremendous cuts in the club's finances. Since then, they have been relying mainly on the reserves team, combined with some inexpensive signings. During the first 3 seasons in Segunda División, the club struggled hard to avoid relegation, amid fears of the club's disappearance. This was a period of high instability, with constant changes of managers and players. In the 2010 Euro 11 season, the signings of the striker David Rodriguez, the winger Enrique de Lucas and the manager Paco Herrera turned the situation, and the club finished 6th, performing a fantastic season and qualifying for the promotion. Nevertheless, they were eliminated in the first knockout by Granada CF on the penalty shootout, after an aggregate of 1-1. Returned to La Liga. On June 3, 2012, Celta Vigo returned to La Liga after 5 years in Segunda División. Club identity, kit. Celta Vigo's original team strip consisted of a red shirt, black shorts and blue socks. This was later changed at an unknown date to the traditional sky blue and white strip, a Euro representative of the Galician flag. Celta Vigo have the longest-running sponsorship deal in Spanish football. Going back to the 1985 Euro 86 season, Citroën, the biggest employer in Vigo, and in Galicia, has been their official shirt sponsor. Their business deal with kit supplier, Umbro, was also one of the longest-running ones. Euro Umbro's regional headquarters are based in nearby Redondela. Crest. Like many other Galician clubs, such as Compostela and Racing Ferrol, the club badge is based on the Red Cross of St. James. On top of the cross sits a sky blue shield with 2-letter CS. In 1923, Celta became one of several Spanish football clubs that were granted patronage by the Spanish crown and thus entitled to use real in their names and the royal crown on their badge. This right was granted to Celta by Alfonso XIII, and the club subsequently became known as Real Club Celta de Vigo. During the Spanish Second Republic, the title Real was removed from the club's name and the royal crown was taken off the club crest, however it was to return under the Spanish state. Seasons: 49 seasons in La Liga, 32 seasons in Segunda División, 1 season in Segunda División B, 1 season in Tercera División. European history: UEFA Champions League, UEFA Europa League, UEFA Intertoto Cup. Current squad, as of August 19, 2014. Note: flags indicate national team as defined under FIFA eligibility rules. Players may hold more than one non-FIFA nationality. Out on loan. Note: flags indicate national team as defined under FIFA eligibility rules. Players may hold more than one non-FIFA nationality. Club records: most league goals are Euro 107, Hermidita. Most Primera División league goals are Euro, most goals in a season are Euro 69, most league appearances are Euro 235, Mostovoy, current player with most league appearances are Euro, biggest win and biggest home win are Euro 10 or Euro 1, biggest away win are Euro 0 or Euro 5, biggest defeat and biggest away defeat are Euro 10 or Euro 0, most home points in a season are Euro, most away points in a season are Euro 18, record transfer fee. Paid Euro 13.5 million, Copina from Malaga CF, record transfer fee received Euro 14 million, Claude Marca copyright to Real Madrid CF, top goal scorers, Hermidita 105, Moro 69, Gudelj 68, Pa plus or minus 061, Mostovoy 56, Roig 50, Atienza 49, Del Pino 48, Iago Aspas 46, Olmedo 46, Torres 39, internationals playing at Celta, club officials, former managers, presidents. Celta Vigo B. Celta de Vigo B is Celta's youth team. It was founded in 1996 and plays in the Segunda División NB, Honours. National titles, Segunda División N, winners, 1935 Euro 36, 1981 Euro 82, 1991 Euro 92, runners-up, 1968 Euro 69, 1975 Euro 76, 2004 Euro 05, 2011 Euro 12, Copa del Rey, runners-up, 1947 Euro 48, 1993 Euro 94, 2000 Euro 01, European titles, UEFA Intertoto Cup, winners, 2000, regional titles, Galician Championship, winners, 1923 Euro 24, 1924 Euro 25, 1925 Euro 26, 1929 Euro 30, 1931 Euro 32, 1933 Euro 34, Asturian Galician Championship, winners, 1934 Euro 35, Galician Cup, winners, 2007, 2008, youth titles, Champions Cup, runners-up, 2008 Euro 09, 2012 Euro 13, friendly, Trofeo Ciudad de Vigo, winners, 1972, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1984, 1986, 1988, 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, 1997, 1998, 1999, 2000, 2002, 2005, 2006, 2008, 2009, 2012, runners-up, 1971, 1974, 1978, 1979, 1981, 1982, 1987, 1989, 1995, 1996, 2001, 2003, 2004, 2007, Trofeo Memorial Quinico, winners, 1995, 1996, 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, runners-up, 1997, 2010, Teresa Herrera Trophy, winners, 1999, Trofeo ๊kluβ, winners, 1999, Trofeo Federacia Cube den Galicia, winners, 2014, individual, Pichichi, 1947 Euro 48 Euro Pa plus or minus O, Zamora, 1992 Euro 93 Euro Santiago Call plus or minus Azares, 2002 Euro 03. Euro Pablo Cavallero, 2005 Euro 06 Euro Jose Copyright Manuel Pinto, notes, 1. Carlos Moria plus or minus O is the plurality shareholder, with 35%, and as such is the club president. References. Further reading, González Villa, Celso. Albores do Futebol Vigo, Cruz, Jaime. El Celta y la Liga. Murcia, A Panda de Arte Gráficas, S.A. ISBN A84-605-5851-7. Cruz, Jaime. Celta 74A, Alvarez, Eugenio. A Historia do Celta. Vigo. PA 272. Ball, Phil. Reigning champions. Morbo, The Story of Spanish Football. Kings Lynn, England, WSC Books PPA 165 Euro 181. ISBN A0-9540134-6-8. External links. Official website, Real Club Celta's channel on YouTube, Celta at La Liga, Football team profile, Football team profile, Estadios de España, Soccerway team profile.